Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Great to have you here. My hair looks kind of weird today. I don't really know what's happening. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm drinking my coffee and I'm excited for today's video. I sat down today and was doing a lot of reflecting, and 2020 gave me a chance to grow, gave me a chance to reflect on who I want to be in the future. I think the low points of 2020 were very low, and then the highs just didn't feel as tangible and real as highs in the past, if that makes sense. I feel like a lot of times I view the highs of the year as like these moments with friends, these moments doing things, versus like the highs of this year were mainly just spent in this room. I didn't expect to say all this right now, can I just say. I am literally just free speaking based on some stuff that I journaled earlier, but I'm grateful for the experiences it gave me. I'm grateful for the hardships it gave me because I was able to get through them. Just because it's a new calendar year doesn't mean that much of the world is really changing that much. I'm hopeful that solutions are coming, and that's all you can be. All you can be is hopeful. I wrote some intentions and goals for this year. It's such a new start, and I love the idea of a new chapter. You can journal whenever, and I do journal whenever, but that like fresh feeling of Jan 1st starting something new feels so different. This is also, I think, gonna be the unofficial start of a new series on my channel, which I'm really excited about. I've been trying to think of a more interesting name for it, but I'm kind of settling on adulting diaries right now. Even though if you watch my turning 20 video, you would know that I don't really like that idea of romanticizing adulting. Like, it feels so cheesy and stupid, but this is really gonna be year of adulting for me. I turned 21 this year. I have a lot of milestones in my career and life coming up, and I think it'd be cool to share it through a little video diary series. But yeah, anyways, getting into the intentions and goals. I wrote 21 things / goals for 2021. 21's a big number, but some of these are small, some of these are big. They don't all have to be done. They're just ideas. When you say something, you're more likely to do it. I think also writing it, but I wrote it down and said it now, so we're really making sure these things are getting done. So the first one I have is to practice gratitude and affirmations. I've gotten pretty into this stuff towards the end of the year, which is surprising because beginning of the year Simmer would have been like, girl, what? I want to daily or somewhat daily meditate. This is something I did quantify because if I don't quantify it, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. So I put this in my habit tracker as well. Just even a 5-minute meditation, somewhat daily, every other day, whatever, can really help you just make time for your mental space and your mental health. And so I want to continue to do that. I want to be mindful about my screen time as well as my social media time. Around, I think, beginning of 2020, or maybe it was even further than that, I did a social media cleanse where I went through everyone I was following and just unfollowed anyone who wasn't sparking me joy or wasn't someone who I wanted to keep up with. It was inspired by Nicole Raffi's video, which I could link down below. It sounds mean, but generally if I'm not looking at someone's post and feeling happy and kind of feeling even envious or jealous, then I should not follow that person. Like, it's unhealthy for me, it's not good for them. Like, they're not getting anything out of that like from me. And so I just went through that and did that. I feel like after that, my relationship with social media has been pretty solid. I just want to get in the habit of, oh, I'm bored, let me do this thing, instead of, oh, I'm bored, let me open TikTok. That kind of feeds into my next couple of goals for the year, which are to read 10 books. I think 10 is a big jump from last year. My goal for last year was 3. I think I read 2 books completely, and then I started 2 other books but didn't finish them. So I did not hit that goal, which sounds a little upsetting to say because it was literally just 3 books, but I also don't think I was focused on it. This year, I have a list. I have so many books. My friend just lent me so many books. I'm so excited to start them. Also, if anyone has book suggestions for me, leave them down below. I'll have my Goodreads link down below. I want to learn to cook more complicated recipes, specifically recipes that are Indian. I would like to be able to cook food that I grew up with my mom eating. I want to make an animated GIF. That's a really random one. It's something that's kind of been on my mind for a while. When I was younger, I wanted to go into animation, and I worked on a lot of smaller animations. For the past couple years, I've been wanting to tap back into that hobby, but just haven't done it. So I think something small like a GIF is a good, easy way to ease back into it and see if I still enjoy it. I want to learn 3 songs on the ukulele. By learn, I mean like fully be able to play it, no questions asked, know all the chords, finger pick everything. And then I also want to learn 3 songs on the guitar. All of these kind of hobbies, like the guitar, ukulele, reading, and all that, are my replacements for social media that I'm hoping to kind of create a routine of doing in 2021. I also have my other hobbies that I want to continue doing, like painting and journaling, and I feel like I'm pretty consistent with them right now. So I didn't write that down as a goal. I just want to continue the way I am with those. I want to find a way to move my body that I really enjoy. I was the girl who walked the mile every single time. I walked a mile every single, I don't remember a time I ran the mile. Like, literally terrible, never played a sport. I just want to find a way that I can continuously move my body, stay active that I enjoy. I'm thinking roller skating is one. One of my goals is to also improve my roller skating. I don't know, just like have something I do at least every other day that's moving my body, making me sweat a little, that I enjoy. This is a really random one, but I want to invest in stocks. I just want to understand what's up. I just want to know. Gonna turn into a business, bro, and it's terrible. Just kidding, I won't. I want to post at least twice a month on YouTube. This was my goal last year, and obviously weekly is ideal. Weekly is the goal, but at least twice a month makes me feel content and happy. As I get closer to my internally true self, I want to get closer to my outwardly true self, which is basically like a dramatic, fancy way of saying I want to wear what I want and not be scared what people think. I want to improve on my spoken Hindi. I can understand Hindi really well. I watch Hindi movies, listen to Hindi music. A lot of my family speaks Hindi, but when it comes to speaking it, I sound terrible. So I really want to work on this. I think I'm gonna sit down and just set a Duolingo goal. This time next year, I'm gonna be able to speak full sentences, no questions asked. That's the goal. The most basic one, drink more water. I have not drinking water today. I haven't done it. I want to drink at least 100 ounces a day. But on the other end of things, eating wise, eating and water, and not on the other end. I feel like peeing in water on the other end. But eating wise, I want to continue eating intuitively. I think I've gotten into a really good place with my eating habits where I'm eating fun foods, I'm eating foods I love, but I'm eating healthy foods and I can feel that my body's happy. I was consuming so much soy and not realizing that my body hated it. It literally hated it. It was the reason I had stomach aches. It's the reason I had bad acne. And I just want to continue on this journey of knowing what I actually need internally. I want to stay consistent with the daily practices that better me. Another vague one, but I could say like waking up early or practicing skincare or making time for myself. Not always are those things necessary to better you in that moment. Like mornings, for example. Right now I'm loving early mornings because the sun sets so early, so the earlier you wake up, the more sun time you get. But like later in the year, I might be enjoying late nights a lot more, and I don't want to feel like, oh my gosh, I have to wake up early when I'm not benefiting from that. I want to take a good needed break. I hadn't taken a break all of 2020. I think my first break was Christmas. Like the week of Christmas, I didn't do anything but spend time with family and watch movies, and that's the first time I've done that since like January. Like all of 2020 I was constantly working, constantly doing something. I think it'd be so nice just to like unplug, do that again, but for maybe 2 weeks instead of 1 week. Ideally I could travel somewhere and go on like a girls trip or something. I don't know how traveling restrictions and the safety behind that's gonna be. The last two are also a little bit like hard to quantify, but internal growth things. So I want to stop being scared and intimidated by daunting tasks. I'm scared of signing petitions to send for my major stuff. I'm scared of talking to visa people about visa things. I'm scared of going to the bank alone. I'm scared of going to the doctor alone. I don't really do anything alone. And so I want to learn to be more independent and just do those things. I believe in it. I believe this is the year I can do those scary things myself. And my last one, which is also really hard to measure, is be less bothered by small things. I think I'm way too easily annoyed or angered. This one I think I'll be able to do. The more I practice gratitude, the more I realize that small things don't really matter. Like I also just ended off by saying this year is going to be an exciting year of endings and new beginnings. I'm excited and grateful for all the wonderful experiences the universe has planned for me this upcoming year. And I drew tons of hearts. Those are my 21 intentions or goals for 2021. Editing somewhere in here, I realized I skipped one. So I think my last goal of the year is to learn how to count. Pretty exciting. We'll see what I end up achieving this year, and I'm excited for this series because I think the series is gonna be so fun. Feel free to share some of your goals and intentions down below. I actually now have a lot of work to do because school starts tomorrow, but this was a really great chat.
I don't want your love, don't come to me now. I don't want your love, don't come to me now. I don't want your love, don't come to me now. I don't want your love, don't come to me.
So today is actually the last day I'm using my old bullet journal. This journal is actually a $10 Artist Loft notebook from Michaels. It's so great actually. The paper is so much thicker than any bullet journal I've used in the past. There's literally no ghosting. It has this table of contents page. I don't really use these, so I'm using it to swatch markers. Then I have my 2021, the year of becoming, future log. I haven't filled it out yet. Some goals. I did this exact spread last year, but I changed it this year, so it's like some goals and then some reflections, which I think will be cute to look back on this year. And I'm planning on putting pictures or just something relevant to that year to me in each of these. Then I have my January spread, some goals and events this month, and then I have my spread for this week. Pretty simple and to the point. I'm really excited though because I love every page. And we'll see how I bullet journal this year because I think it's gonna be different than last year. Also, I can't get over how good quality this notebook is for $10. I 10 out of 10 recommend it if you're looking for a new documented notebook.
That are going on, and some of these are kind of or interacting with people. So just take some time.
The two test folders. I'll stop sharing real quick and nested folders.
Alrighty, I'm done the meetings for today. That was a little overwhelming because I had 2 meetings back to back, and then I also got all my like syllabuses and stuff for all my classes all during that time period. So I was just like getting overwhelmed because school starts tomorrow again, and I just feel like this break was so short. But I think I'm gonna read today, and look how freaking cute my book corner is. I've shown this on my Instagram story before, and I just love this little corner's vibes. It's so cute, and I have all my journals in that drawer, and my ukuleles are up here. But normally this pile of books is half the size, but my friend just lent me like 3 books. I have a lot of options of what to read. I think I'm just gonna start with this one, which is very exciting. But that's also everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Excited to go on this journey through 2021 together. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon in another one. Bye!